So here we are on day 30 of our 30-day daily movement challenge. Well done. You have just firmly cemented a very healthy movement habit and movement practice. So now just make sure that you keep that momentum going. All right. So today we're going to finish this challenge with a nice, gentle, flowing, mindful movement session. So if you maybe just sit yourself down on your knees or just find a comfortable position here, we'll take just a moment to settle ourselves in and to bring our awareness inwards and just heighten our focus. So maybe closing your eyes or softening your gaze now, whichever feels most comfortable. Take a nice deep breath now as you begin to take a nice deep breath in through your nose and allow yourself to sense the temperature of that air, the feeling of it against your nostrils as you breathe in. Perhaps you might even notice the sensation of the air on the back of your throat. Experiencing the expansion in your rib cage and your abdomen as you breathe. Continue to observe your breath and remain aware of it now as you notice the pattern of your breath or the rhythm of it. If you feel like changing that's no problem. Go ahead. Now bringing your attention to your feet against the ground beneath you. Your hips, if they're in contact with the floor now. And allow yourself to feel anchored, supported. And you might just commit yourself now to remaining conscious and aware of your body and of your breath as you move through the following sequence. So when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And we'll begin by coming up to a high kneeling position. Now if you were sitting on your feet, you might just want to curl your toes under and bring your hands down to the floor and just shift your weight back into the feet. Bring the heels together and separate them together and separate them. Do that one more time and then shift your weight. Shift your shoulders up. All right, from here, step the right leg forwards and just glide forward, sinking your hips forwards, feeling that lovely stretch in the front of the left leg and hip, and then sitting back into the back of the right leg. Let's just do 2 more. And then we can switch. Sinking into the front of that right hip and then back into the back of the left leg. Let's go for 1 more. I sometimes find these so nice that I just don't want to stop. So let's not get lost in it. Okay, now from there, just extend your right leg out to the right and come down onto your hands and knees. Now we'll just glide into the right inner thigh. So shift your weight back toward your feet and then forward over your hands. And we're maintaining that neutral spine as we move. Now as we glide forwards, reach that right arm up and rotate your chest to the right as you circle that arm. And one more. Bring that back down to the floor. Sweep that leg back in under your hip and extend the left leg out. Gliding back and forwards. Now this time as you shift your weight forwards, reach that left arm up. Circle that as you rotate your chest to the left. And for our last one, sweeping that leg back around underneath you. And then shift your hips back, lift your knees, and come into downward dog. Let's just walk it out here in downward dog, lifting and lowering the heels, alternating, pressing into the outside edges of your hands, separating the shoulder blades, lifting up through your chest and lifting those hips up, or pushing them rather up toward the ceiling, relaxing the heels. Take a deep breath. On your exhale, lift your heels, bend your knees. Now ease yourself down onto your tummy. I'm going to turn around here because I think this is the best angle for you to see what I'm doing here. So lowering yourself down onto your tummy, turn your head to the right. Extend your right arm all the way out to the right in line with your shoulder. Spread your fingers nice and wide and press that arm into the floor. Now let your heels fall out, your thighs roll in, and engage your abdominals just enough to support the back as you press your left hand into the floor and rotate your chest gently, slowly to the left, stretching into the front of that right shoulder. Gently ease off and we switch to the other side. Pressing into or stretching into the front of the left shoulder. And then turning over and into the right shoulder. So we're not holding this for too long here. Just taking it nice and easy. Make sure that you can breathe into your stretch. Don't hold your breath. And we go for one more pair. All right, now with both palms on the floor, elbows bent, let's turn our head to the left, just supporting through the hands as we take the left leg. Now lift it, bend that knee, and bring it gently over to the right. Maybe you can touch the floor with that foot, maybe not. So again, you're just moving mindfully, staying tuned into your body. Leaning toward the stretch and not forcing anything. So alternating from side to side. Now we're going to add on. So the next time that you bring your right foot over to the left, bring it all the way over and push up, straightening your right arm. And then come back down onto your tummy again. Left leg over to the right, push up on that left arm, straightening that. So you're in a twisted position. And continue. Again, moving with your breath, staying tuned into your body. And now we're going to add on. Next time you bring your right leg across, again, extend up, take the weight, remove your right arm, take the weight through the left arm, bring yourself up to a seated position there. All right, and then we come back down again and over to the left side. Straightening that left arm, push off that, resting on the right, then bring yourself to seated. And continue with that movement. So we're going to add on again. This time as you come over to the right, you're going to come to seated and take a side bend. Keep your hips anchored to the floor and then back down again. Try to keep this movement flowing as much as possible. And now we're going to add on, come into the side bend, then bring that right arm down. Now lift your hips, pubic bone toward the chin, sweeping the left arm up, lowering the hips, and come back down and over to the other side. Into your side bend, and then that arm comes to the floor behind your hip. Sweep the left arm up. Sorry, it's right arm now, isn't it? Ay, getting my lefts and rights mixed up now. So you're going to have to bear with me. And then back over to the other side, into your side bend. Take that arm behind the hip and then lift the hips up, gently lowering. Okay, we've just got one more addition here. So we come up into the side bend, bring that hand behind the hip, lift your hips, pubic bone toward the chin, then lowering the hips and take that, which leg is it now? It's left leg forwards, or the outside one, the one that's beside your hip. Take that forward, and now we're going to shift our weight. Maybe you need your hands, so if you need to use your hands, that's fine. Glide forward, sit the hips back and come down onto your tummy, over to the other side. Side bend. Bring that top arm down behind your hip. Lift your hips, gently lowering those. Take the foot that's beside the hip in front. Shift your weight forwards. Use your hands if you need to. Sit back down and over to the other side. That's it. Into the side bend. So you can see how we really need to focus here. We need our full concentration, right? And then coming back down again. Over to the other side. Into the hip extension. Back down. Gliding forwards, using the hands if you need to. And we're just going to go for one more. Lifting up through the hips. Bringing that leg forwards, gliding forwards, sit back down, over to the other side, into the side bend, hand behind the hip, lifting, knees stay on the floor, lowering, take the foot from beside the hip, place it in front, glide forwards, keeping the heel on the floor if you can, and then sit back down. Well done. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's been wonderful to do the challenge with you. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I really hope that you've managed to build up that good, healthy habit. No. Thanks again for joining me on this challenge, and I really look forward to doing some more challenges with you in the near future. Take care, and I know I'll see some of you at the live classes and some of you at in-person classes again, hopefully. And others, feel free to catch up with us for the next challenge or visit the website if you would like to sign up for more regular classes. Take care, and thank you very much. Bye-bye.